Netflix has released a plethora of great original content since the streaming giant became a household staple in the early 2010s, but one of its best received titles has undoubtedly been the Spanish drama thriller Money Heist. Earlier this year, Netflix announced its plans to release a spin-off show revolving around one of the show's most polarizing characters. Stick around to find out everything we know so far about the spin-off, plus other news surrounding Money Heist. Firstly, it's Berlin getting his own show. Money Heist sports an amazingly diverse cast of characters, but it's clear to anyone who has watched the show that Berlin is one of the show's most interesting. That's why Netflix has ordered a show centered around him to fill the void that fans of the original show will soon be feeling when they binge their way through the remainder of Money Heist's final season. The spin-off will be titled Berlin and will star the original actor, Pedro Alonso, whose stellar performance has earned him more work in the Money Heist franchise. The show is set to debut sometime in 2023 on Netflix and will continue to provide insight on Andrés de Fonollosa, also known as Berlin. Berlin is found by fans to be charming, attractive, funny, and clever, which makes him the prime candidate for a standalone title, especially when you factor in the rest of Berlin's brutal, calculating, and violent tendencies. That makes him the misogynistic predator that he is. According to staff writer Alex Peña, Berlin is a misogynist, narcissist, and psychopath in many ways, but we could have a character like that in the series, and the audience could freely decide which side they're on, right? Peña and the writing team considered cutting Berlin from the show back in the earlier seasons, as they felt that his story was too fractured from the rest of the narrative, but I think most fans of Money Heist would agree that their decision to keep Berlin in the show, even in flashback form, was the best choice for the show. So, what will the show be about? The show has yet to release any official details about the plot of the show, other than the fact that it will follow the title character of Berlin. Some of you probably are wondering how the show will be focusing on Berlin since he's been dead since the end of season 2. Speculation clearly points to the show being a prequel, but again, there are no official plot details as of the time of this recording. There is still lots of material to be explored regarding Berlin's backstory, and since the character is dead in the Money Heist timeline, it seems most likely that we will be seeing the show take a trip back in time to revisit Berlin in this spin-off show. Additionally, we've been seeing a good amount of Berlin in flashbacks during the first half of season 5, where we've learned some pretty crucial details about his past. It stands to reason that Berlin's spin-off show could revolve around a similar time frame in which we see him during season 5 flashbacks. In this season, we've learned that Berlin actually has a long-lost estranged son named Raphael. I wouldn't be surprised to see Berlin and Raphael's relationship be the focal point of Berlin's spin-off show, as there is still lots to be explored with these two. Will the quality of the spin-off be as good as the original show? For those of you who are concerned that the show will not have the same quality as the original, worry not, as this show will be helmed by the same creative team as Money Heist, meaning we are likely to see the quality equal to, or possibly better than, that of the original. Furthermore, a good number of successful TV shows have released spin-off shows to great success, much like The Walking Dead, which has released 2 spin-off shows with 2 more on the way. Breaking Bad with its spin-off following Saul Goodman titled Better Call Saul, and even Paramount's flagship titled Yellowstone, releasing 2 spin-offs in the near future, one later this year and the other hopefully coming in 2022. It's safe to say that studios and writers are heading in the direction of high-quality spin-off shows to keep fans happy, and it seems like Berlin will be no exception. Unfortunately, as of right now, we do not know how many episodes the first season of the spin-off will contain, and furthermore, we're unsure if they have plans for multiple seasons, or if they only plan on 1 season. But we'll be keeping our ears to the ground, and hopefully we'll be seeing some news about the show sooner rather than later. Will there be more Money Heist? For those of you who are still uninterested and worried about a potential bad or derivative spin-off show in Berlin, there's no need to worry. Money Heist has recently announced that the show will be spawning a Korean version that is set to release sometime in the near future, hopefully in 2022. It is unclear whether or not the Korean show will be a shot-for-shot remake of the popular Spanish show, but it seems likely, as executives have already announced that Berlin will not only be returning for the Korean version of the show, but he will be portrayed by Squid Game actor actor Park Hae-soo. In our opinion, Hae-soo is the perfect choice to play Berlin in the Korean version of Money Heist, as his portrayal of Cho Sang-woo in the smash hit dystopian thriller Squid Game really showed off his acting prowess and makes us very excited to see what he can bring to the role of Berlin. The Korean version will be directed by Kim Hong-sun, who has directed other dramas such as The Guest and Voice, and the showrunner will be Ryu Young-jae and his team, who have helmed previous Netflix shows such as My Hollow Love and shows for other networks like Psychopath Diary. As we mentioned earlier, no details have been released as to if the show will be an exact shot-for-shot remake, but we can speculate that the show will follow the same general direction, most likely seeing similar plot points like the robbing of the Bank of Korea instead of the Bank of Spain that we see robbed in the original Money Heist, as well as a second robbery involving the Royal Mint of Korea, mirroring the Royal Mint of Spain. Even though we do not know any exact plot points, we do know that the show will contain 12 episodes in its first season. Unfortunately, we do not know anything about any other seasons, so it will likely depend on the success of the show in Korea if we see a second season or more. But based on the success Money Heist has seen in Spain and the rest of the world, I cannot see a scenario in which the Korean version does so poorly that no more seasons are ordered. Next up, we're diving into Money Heist Season 5 Part 2. As I'm sure most of you who are watching this know, the second half of the final season released on Netflix on December 3rd, much to the praise of critics and fans alike. The first 5 episodes of the final season dropped earlier this year and left fans flabbergasted with the cliffhanger ending. Season 5 wasted no time jumping right back into the action with the opening episode of the second half of Season 5. The first half left us with questions like, what is going to happen to the most hated man on the show, Arturo Roman, and whether or not he will make it out of the show alive. Fans also have questions regarding characters from the original team, including Rio, Denver, Stockholm, and Helsinki, along with newfound heist convert, Lisbon, and what his final fate will be. Because it is the final season, fans truly have no idea what is going to happen to all their favorite characters. And just ask fans of the character Tokyo if your favorite character is safe, because they will undoubtedly tell you that they are not. All 5 episodes of the second part of the final season are now available on Netflix, and if you have yet to watch it, please do yourself a favor and go watch it. It is an explosive finale to a fantastic show, and I guarantee that you will be satisfied with the final moments of the heist drama, with gripping action and smart conclusions for the characters. The show goes out on a high note that should leave any longtime Money Heist fan satisfied. That's the video. Thank you all so much for watching. What do you think a Berlin spin-off show is going to be about? What would you like it to be about if you had a choice? What did you think of Season 5 of Money Heist? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. It's free to you, only takes a few seconds, and really helps out the channel. Thanks again, and we will see you in the next video.